itu, Jabatan Meteorologi Malaysia mengesahkan beberapa negeri di Semenanjung turut merasai gekaran.
马来西亚被视为地震风险较低的国家，但如今情况正在改变。对外临近苏门答腊强震带，对内境内断层日益活跃。内忧外患夹击下，大马已不再是地震绝缘体。
Basically, this one is called Sumatra subduction zone. So this is due to the collision of two plates, and we call it Indo-Australian plate and the Eurasian plate. So because of this collision of these two plates, it caused cracks on the earth. Beside the subduction zone, we have another one what we call Sumatra fault zone. This is interplate movement inside the regions of Sumatra. So all this what we call regional tectonic boundary is affecting us because it will produce a big magnitude of earthquake. Like in the subduction zone, it can goes up to about 9.5 magnitude, and for the Sumatra fault, it can goes up to about 8.5 magnitude earthquake. In fact, with the Sumatra fault, it's just around 350 kilometers, but from the subduction zone, it's about 500 to 600 kilometers. Peninsular Malaysia, we do have this fault line, Bukit Tinggi faults, Kuala Lumpur faults. We have also Kuala Pilah faults, which is south of KL, and then we have some other fault lines in Temenggong and also Kenyir and Manjung in Perak. So all these fault lines are now declared as active, but we are not so sure yet how large it can go. So this Bukit Tinggi faults, we declare it as active because it has produced some minor earthquakes, about 3.7 to 4 magnitude in this area. I would estimate for Bukit Tinggi fault line, it can produce up to about 5.5 to 6 magnitude, which is quite powerful. And then for the Manjung, Temenggong and Kenyir, it could produce about 5 to 6 magnitude also. But in Sabah and Sarawak, especially in Sabah, we have seen that Rana earthquake, which means the Rana faults are very active now. It has produced about 6 magnitude in the year 2015, and I predict, according to the calculation, and I think it can produce more than that later, maybe up to 6.5 magnitude to 7. I think the high risk is actually for West Malaysia or Peninsula would be KL, Kuala Lumpur, because Kuala Lumpur has a very dense population, and then we have many high-rise buildings, complicated structures like elevated highway, LRT, MRT, elevated highway and bridges. But for East Malaysia, I think for Sabah is Ranau. Ranau, as you know, we have had an earthquake. And then in Lahad Datu area and the Kudat area. So I think those are the three areas or cities that may be at risk due to earthquake in Sabah. For Sarawak, I think Cebu would be the one because it is quite close to the fault lines of Sarawak. I think 1970s, we did construct Kenyir dams. Kenyir Dam is the biggest dam in Peninsular Malaysia, and due to the water impounding, because we have to get the water to the reservoir of the dam from the river, and the water impounding on the reservoir cause vibration to the ground, to the earth. So with this big mass movement, it can also produce earthquake, but then the earthquake would be small. It's about 5 magnitude of earthquake, and maybe slightly more, 5.2. Other than the dams, maybe if we are doing some kind like mining and or quarrying activities, so we do these blasting activities, and this blasting explosion cause this seismic movement wave to the ground, and it also can produce earthquake, but smaller than the effect from the dams.
综合上述种种迹象，大马未来面临的地震风险正逐年上升。然而，我们准备好了吗？在挑战日益严峻的情况下，我们又该如何超前部署、未雨绸缪、防患未然？